Now look, I see I've angered you. I understand your anger at teachers. I was angry with mine. I felt hurt and humiliated by them, which is one of the reasons why I went into education.
What do you want of me?
I was hurt when I received a report from the tenure committee. I was shocked and I was hurt. No, I don't mean to subject you to my weak sensibilities, okay? And finally, I thought, is it not always at those points which we reckon ourselves unassailable that we find ourselves most vulnerable? And yes, okay, you find me pedantic. Yes, I am, by nature, by birth, by profession. I don't know. I was looking for a model, for a paradigm, whatever you want.
I don't know what a paradigm is.
It's a model.
Why can't you use that word?
Okay, if it's important to you, it's a model. To continue, one second, to my unflinching concern for my students' dignity.
Your students' dignity?
I asked you here, in the spirit of the investigation, to ask, what have I done to you? And I suppose, how can I make amends? I mean, really, it's not necessary, it's pointless, and I want to know.
What you can do to force me to retract?
No, that's not
to
what I
bribe
said.
me,
No,
to convince me to retract?
That's not what I said, and I think you know that it's not.
That's not what I know. I wish that...
You wish what?
No, you said, what amends can I make? To force me to retract?
No, that's not what I said at all.
I have my notes.
Look, the Stoics say
The Stoics?
The Stoical philosophers say if you remove the phrase, I have been injured, you remove the injury. Nothing. Literally. What wrong have I done you?
Whatever you've done to me, to the extent that you've done it to me, do you know, rather than to me as a student, and so to the student body, is contained in my report.
Okay.
To the tenure.
Let's see the report. Okay, here we go. Let's see. I find I am sexist, that I am elitist. I don't know what that word means, other than it's a derogatory word meaning bad. How I insist on wasting time in non-prescribed and self-aggrandizing and theatrical diversions from the prescribed text, that these have taken both sexist and pornographic forms. Here we find listed. Instances, closeted with a student, how I told a rambling and sexually explicit story in which the frequency and attitudes of fornication of the poor and rich are, it would seem, the central point. Move to embrace said student. All part of a pattern. How I use the phrase, the white man's burden. How I asked you to my room because I, quote, like you. He said he liked me, that he liked being with me, that he let me write my examination paper over if I could come back oftener to see him in his office. It's ludicrous.
Oh, it's ludicrous?
Don't you know that?
Ludicrous.
It's not necessary. It's going to humiliate you. And it's going to cost me my house. He told me how he had problems with his wife and that he wanted to take off the artificial stricture of teacher and student. He put his arm around me.
Do you deny it? Can you deny it? Do you see?
I
don't know. You don't know. You don't see, do you?
No, I don't see.
You think that you can deny that these things happened, or if they did, that they meant what you said they meant. And then you drag me in here, you drag us in here to listen to you go on about this or that, or we don't express ourselves very well. We don't say what we mean, don't we? We do say what we mean. And then you say that I don't understand, and then you consult the report. Yeah, that's right.
You see what I'm saying? Can't you just tell me in your own words?
Those are my own words.
He told me that if I came to his office, he would change my grade to an A. What have I done to you? My God, are you so hurt?
What I feel is irrelevant.
Do you know I tried to help you?
What I know I have reported.
I want to help you now. I would. Before this escalates.
You see, I don't think I need your help. I don't need anything that you have.
I feel that if...
I don't care what you feel. Do you see? Do you see? You can't do that anymore. You do not have the power. Did you misuse it? Someone did. Were you a part of that group? Yes, you are. You've done these things. And to say, oh, let me help you with your problem?
Yes, I understand. I understand. You're hurt. You're angry. I feel your anger is betraying you down a path which helps no one.
I don't care what you feel.
Really? Oh. When you talk of rights, do you see? I have rights too. Don't you understand? I have a house. And the tenure committee, the good men and troop.
Professor.
Please, 1 second. Also part of that world. This is my life.
Professor.
I'm not a boogeyman. I don't stand for something.
Professor, I came here as a favor, at your personal request. Perhaps I should not have done so, but I did, on my behalf and on behalf of my group. And you speak of the tenure committee, one of whose members is a woman, as you know, and though you may call it good fun, or an historical phase, or an oversight, or all of the above, to refer to the tenure committee as good men and true, it is a demeaning remark. It is a sexist remark. And to overlook it is to countenance continuation of that method of thought. It is a remark.
Oh, come on! Sufficient enough to deprive? Sufficient enough to deprive a fan?
Yes, it is a fact. It is a fact, and that story which I quote, it is vile, and it is classist, and it is manipulative, and it is pornographic.
Pornographic?
Yes. What gives you the right? Yes, to speak to a woman in your private office. Yes, I'm sorry. You feel yourself empowered. You say so yourself. To strut, to posture, to perform, to drag me in here. Yeah, you call higher education a joke, and you treat it as such. And you confess to a taste, to play the patriarch in your class, to grant this, to deny that, to embrace your students.
How can you stand there?
How can you deny it? How can you deny it? You did it to me. Here, you confess. You love the power. You love it to invent, to deviate, to transgress whatever norms have been established for us. And you think that it's charming to question in yourself this taste to mock and destroy. But you should question it, Professor. And you pick those things. You pick those things that you feel advance you. And the steps to achieve those things you call harmless rituals. And you perform those rituals. Although you say that it is hypocrisy. But to the aspirations of your students, of hardworking students who come here, who slave to come here, you have no idea what it costs me to come here. You mock us. You call higher education hazing, and from your so protected, so elitist seat, you hold our confusion as a joke, and our hopes and our efforts along with it. But I say to you that you are vile, and you are exploitative. And if you possess 1 ounce of that inner honesty that you describe in your book, then you can look in yourself and you can see those things that I see in you, and you can find revulsion equal to my own. Good day.
Hold on. One second, hold on. Nice day today.
Oh,
nice.
What?
You said good day. I think it's a nice day.
Oh, is it? Yes.
Yes, it is.
And why is that important?
I am not an exploiter. And you're not what? Deranged revolutionary? That we may have positions, that we may have desires, which are in conflict, but that we're just human. Often we're in conflict. That means that we're imperfect. Okay, much of what we do in the name of principles is self-serving. Much of what we do is conventional. You're right! You said you came into the class because you wanted to learn about education. I don't know if I can teach you about education. I don't. I can tell you what I think about education, and then you decide. And you don't have to fight me. I am not the subject here. I don't want to change you. You don't have to fix me. I don't want to fix you. And where I'm wrong, perhaps it's not your job to fix me, okay? As conventional as I am and as flawed as I may be. And if you think that we can find a better form, then we can proceed from there. But just like nice day, isn't it? I don't think we can proceed until we accept that we're all just human. And even then we can have differences.
I really should go.
Well, hold on. Wait, hold on. Okay. I have an interest in the status quo. Everybody does. But what I'm saying is that the committee...
Professor, you're right. Just don't impinge on me.
Okay.
Take our differences.
Okay, wait just 1 minute. Hold on one second.
I shouldn't have come here. They told me.
I'm trying to save you.
Oh, you're trying to save me?
Yes,
you're trying to save me? You're trying to do me the courtesy?
I
No one asked you to.
I'm talking to you.
You must excuse me.
Right now. I just want you to sit down.
Let me go.
Well, just 1 moment.
Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. me to recant. I will not recant. You believe in nothing. You believe in nothing at all.
I believe in freedom of thought.
Oh, isn't that fine? Do you?
Yes, I do.
There is darkness